Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Michelle Rahal with Channel Shift. NASCAR's had their collective chest stuck out with pride since introducing the car of tomorrow. It's a safer car, and after all, that's what it's all about. Keep the competition great and keep the drivers as safe as possible. Well, if that's the case, you can imagine my quandary over what NASCAR says it's doing and what it actually does. Take the recent incident with Sam Hornish Jr.'s crash at Chicagoland. Sam hits the outside wall, careens across the track, hits the inside wall, and the car fills with smoke. Well, his window net doesn't come down, which to the officials is a sign that he's okay. But the window net doesn't come down. Is this car on fire? Is he a Hornish game hen? Is he knocked out? Well, thank God none of the above was true. But here's my bitch, and it has been for years. Right where he sat smoldering within clear sight of millions of viewers sat the safety crew and ambulance, and it sat, and it sat, and it sat. The first person to the car was a guy that's a help me looked like he needed a set of those electric paddles himself. The only shape that he was in resembled a bowling pin. Then the rescue crew sauntered gingerly up to the car and stared at it. Now you're telling me that after NASCAR shoved the car of tomorrow down the team's throats at incredible cost under the guise of safety, let's just lay it out there like it really is, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, they can't get these rescuers to a real crash when it's right in front of them. This wasn't the only time this has happened. I mean, ask Curtis Davis how he felt sitting in flames while these so-called professionals they use as rescue crews turtled their way over to him. He'd already gotten himself out of the car by the time they got there. Where's this going? Here's where. If NASCAR can spend and force others to spend millions of dollars in the name of safety, why can't they take that extra step and assemble a traveling safety crew that can actually respond to an emergency rather than stare at an accident like rubbernecking teenagers? Have you ever seen an IndyCar or a Formula One crash? The safety crews are there even before the car stops moving. Not only that, but the doctors know the driver's entire history, the drug allergies, prior accidents, everything. But not NASCAR. They use the track's rescue crews. Now, I don't want to diss these guys, but let's get over these excuses of liability and these are professionals who know what they're doing. Maybe they do in an emergency room. That's a hell of a sight different than pulling a driver out of a burning car and trying not to kill him at the same time. This whole thing to me is tantamount to going to Mexico to get a heart transplant. Why would I put my life in somebody's hands who doesn't intimately understand me? NASCAR, it's time that you put together a traveling safety team and enter the 21st century on safety. Put your money where your mouth is. I'm Michelle Rahal with Channel Shift. Thanks for watching.